Okay, welcome to room 101. It's the end of the day. It's pretty clean in here.
Did you see her when you walked into that paperwork?
Here are our mailboxes. They're not boxes. This empty space is where our rabbit lives, but he went home with someone this weekend. Here is the start of our language area. We have an extensive library. So in this section, we have books that are organized by genre because we do a 40-book challenge, and there are different categories for each grade that they're trying to hit. So in the different genres. So this is our genre organized library. Back in that corner is guided reading books, and apparently some stuffed animals are hanging out there. And then behind these tables, which are not here when the kids are here because kids have taken them, there is the start of some drawers that have language work in it. So those are word works for Greek and Latin roots, and there is some word analysis work in there. But also, so here's this library. Okay, hold on, don't lose your cookies as I swoosh you around. This is a continuation of language work. It's another library. This library is organized by level. And then there is also language work on this shelf. More sentence analysis work. Oops, I didn't show that very well. And more sentence analysis work over here. So the language work is mostly books. Sorry. So the language work is mostly books because the best language work is real books in my experience. So we have all the books. I felt like I didn't show this part very well. So then over here, hang on, don't toss your cookies as I swoop around. This table is changing work. It's various cosmic ed things. So right now it has a basket of books for follow-up work from the first grade lesson, although we've done all the 2 other grade lessons. So there's just a selection of books for kids to read more about first grade lesson topics. And then also a follow-up work from the first grade lesson is some science experiment cards with acids and bases, basic vinegar and baking soda work. So that is there. And then down here is some more follow-up science work, 2 motions of the earth research work using Discovery Ed's resources. Okay, but on the other side of this table, which is movable, and we move it around the room during the day so that we can make space for everything, because we have 29 kids in our small space. So here is the math work. Okay, actually the math work starts over here. In these drawers are various kinds of math practice work. So after you had a lesson and you're looking for more practice on a topic, and this work can be done with material, or if you're at abstraction, you can pick them out and you can choose the one, do it however, abstraction or with material. So then across from that is material, and on the top shelf here is work that you would use for doing base 10 work of all kinds, going from large bead chain to the pegboard. And then down here is racks and tubes. And then behind the shelves are our math boards because that's where they'll fit. And those are our bead bar boxes. And then place value work, like building your own decimal checkerboard and your own hierarchical board. And bank game. And then the rest of the racks and tubes material and some integer work. Here, I'll show you inside. those rods go on a number line, which somehow since the first day of school, week of school, we managed to misplace our number lines. Mysterious. And then we have integer tiles, which I know these tiles are traditionally red and yellow, but I thought that was dumb because everyone knows that positive and negative is always done in black and red. So when a parent made those for me, I had to make them black and red. And then the squaring and cubing material. And then when you turn the corner, there is the binomial and trinomial cube. And then we're gonna move into some geometry work and fraction work. So there's the stick box. And then down below is more geometry material. So polygon books and polygon stencils, the hexagon box, triangle box, and so on. Volume and area material, area material. The big volume cubes, the small volume cubes are currently in a drawer or in a cabinet because those things are bad when they spill. And then those are not technically the Montessori geometric solids, but they were the ones I could find and I thought they were better than nothing. So then these are for volume. And now our fraction work, which actually started up here. Fraction metal insets, fraction stackers, our non-Montessori fraction pieces, which are cool and also not cool because they have some things that are helpful, like the decimal and the percent, but they don't have sevenths and ninths and elevenths. And then our real fraction material. And then more fraction pieces and fraction division skittles, and then some more not Montessori but very good material for multiplying fractions. Our arrays and our centesimal and the metal inset fraction things. I'm drawing a blank on what they're called. So that's the math area, and then there's a variety of work spaces. Here's where we keep our notebooks. They're organized. All the red notebooks are for reading and work and writing work, composition, science, history, math. Then, let's see. Over here, these are all the control binders so kids can check their work and where they turn in work. So, control binders for different kinds of work. More turn-in spaces so kids can be organized. And then more science supplies for doing various investigations, and sometimes they turn into art supplies. And more craft, whole closet of craft materials. Then this is our supply area, and it has, hopefully it's light enough you can see, has a variety. So on the top there are the iPads, and then this is like colored pencils, they're organized, glue sticks, things like that, kinds of paper, erasers, that. And then in here, these are more practical life supplies, like the stuff for the tea shop and cooking, and the vacuum, more tea shop, the hot plate for cooking, and the cups for when we have juice and news, and more practical life stuff. And then more workspaces and a lesson platform,